This is Spirit Spotlight.
Bethune cuts in. Bethune now finds Rodman. Flag stays down. Rodman off the post and in. The first shot of the game produces the first goal of the game, and the Spirit go on top.
Your official Washington Spirit source for exclusive interviews, official postgame show, and all things Spirit throughout the season. Here's Bram Weinstein.
This week's Spirit Spotlight features Ashley Hatch, the all-time leading goal scorer in Spirit history, who scored her 49th and 50th regular season goals last week in a win over Houston. It's great to catch up with you, Ashley. Thank you for coming on today.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.
What do those numbers mean to you? 50 regular season goals. What does that mean to you?
I haven't had a ton of time to think about it. I didn't even know that I was close to 50 going into that game, but when I reflect on it, I think it's just a testament to a lot of hard work, a lot of, playing with a lot of amazing players, and majority of those goals have been to Spirit and a lot at Audi Field. So just lots of fun memories and a lot of hard work behind all those goals.
I don't know if I want to hit you up with all the history, but the numbers are kind of astounding. You're only the 7th player in the league's history to get to that mark. Obviously, you've played a ton of time here. You surpassed 9,000 career minutes for this team. Can you just kind of give me a sense of just, I know it's hard in the middle of your career to kind of take stock of it, and I can sense, I know you don't want to go there too much, but the numbers are really stand out. So I wonder how you kind of take that all in right now.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to see those numbers, and it's fun when, Luke or Sam was like, oh, guess what? You got 50 goals, or share these random stats with me, which is fun. But like you said, the job is not done yet. This season has been just amazing with the Spirit, but we still have a lot of work to do. And so that's where a lot of my focus is right now. But it is nice every once in a while to take a step back and just see how far that I've come as an individual and as a player. But it also makes me just that much more hungry for the future to continue to add more to all those numbers.
So this has been a different year, obviously, for you in terms of usage. Last week, you were back in a more natural spot. You cashed in a couple of times there. Can you kind of take me through this season and how you've seen how it's progressed through this year?
Yeah, definitely. With, new coaches and new coaching staff and lots of new players, there's just a lot of rotation. And I found myself in starting, not starting, coming off the bench in all sorts of different positions. So for me, it's just my focus has been making sure that I'm ready and at my best for whenever I'm called upon. And so that's been my mindset. So whatever is expected of me week in, week out, I'm ready to do it. And so obviously, I'm always grateful when I get a start and when I get more minutes, but I'm always ready to do what the team needs me to do, and just going to keep doing that this season because we're doing really well as a unit.
Was it a tough adjustment for you this year early to think of things that way?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. I've been consistently a starter for this team for a long time, so to have a little bit of a different role was really hard, but doesn't change who I am as a player. And I think finding that out for myself has helped me, and working hard at training every single day, being around my teammates and then working hard every single day also helped me. But yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was a challenge. But I'm happy with the spot I'm in right now. Okay.
So what does the last match do for you? Does that kind of reinstill the confidence, or to score twice in a match and get a start like that? How do you kind of take that in for the rest of the season?
Yeah, definitely. Scoring always adds to any forward's confidence. So scoring and winning are all good things. And especially going, to Kansas City, they're a great opponent. They're going to be a good challenge for us at their place. So we want all the confidence. I want all the confidence I can get going into that game. But yeah, I think you nailed it. Confidence is definitely something that we've got.
We had talked about this last time when you came on, but you have your own podcast. It's called the Ditto Podcast, and it is about mental performance and well-being and all that stuff. And I wonder how your experience of playing this year, this point in your career, kind of factors into what you talk about on that podcast.
Oh, yeah. We talk about a lot of stuff that I implement into my life as an athlete on a daily basis. And so it's nice to be able to have this medium to go and talk about it and talk through things with Matt, my mental performance coach, and just talk about things like confidence and motivation. And they're all very applicable to my life. So I think it's really cool to have that platform to kind of share all these things for other young athletes to learn throughout their career, because there's always going to be ups and downs, and learning how to manage those aspects of your sport is really important.
What do you make of how the team has performed amid not only all the changes with the coaching staff and the new players that came in, but then even recently, all the lineup shifts somewhat due to injury and somewhat due to new players coming in. Yet you guys just keep on trucking here. Like, what do you make of what's been going on?
I mean, I think there's a lot of things that attribute to that. First, all of the players are all bought into this team and making sure that we're successful. And we train really hard day in and day out. And so every player is prepared to step up when they are called upon. And I think the coaching staff has done a really good job of also making it a competitive environment where everyone wants to be out on the pitch and giving people opportunities when they deserve opportunities. So when you have those natural changes because of injuries or new players, there's always room for growth and there's room to, be more dynamic as a group. And we've been talking about that since day one, just like we all think that we're very dynamic and a lot of our players can play multiple roles because they have multiple different strengths. And so I just think it makes us that more dangerous to be able to have so much rotation and be successful in those rotations.
I mean, it's always with change, it's always typically baked in that there's ups and downs, and it's been way more ups than downs throughout this whole thing. Is there any kind of through line to why that's been the case for the Spirit this year?
I mean, I think, like I said, it's the coaches and the mentality. And like I said, training every single day really hard and every player just giving it their best and having the confidence in themselves as an individual that then when they do get the chance to step on the field, they're going to kill it. And I think every player has taken every opportunity and made the most of it. I mean, you've seen a lot of our rookies who score in their first starts or they score after, not a lot of time in the game. And I think that's just because everyone's hungry and ready to contribute. So I think it's a credit to our coaches and also a credit to all the players.
This weekend, you play Kansas City, very good team, high scoring team. You just played them a few weeks ago after the Olympic break. What do you take from the first matchup that you try to apply here as you get a rematch with Kansas City this week?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know that they're really good in transition. They've got a lot of strong, fast individuals in their team that like to score goals. They're very direct. So we're going to take a lot of the things that we did against them last game because we played really well and do those things even better. And then also just continue to improve on the things that we've been working on, exploiting the spaces that they give us and continuing to score goals and not let them score goals.
Ashley, it's always a pleasure catching up with you. Thank you so much. Good luck this weekend against Kansas City and the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This has been Spirit Spotlight, an official presentation of the Washington Spirit Radio Network. Listen live every Friday afternoon with Bram Weinstein at 3:40 on ESPN 630 in DC and anywhere from the ESPN 630 app.